Hey YouTube, it's the Alamo Rider back again, and I am here to give you a very brief overview / review about the new mountain bike. I know you guys saw it in 2 of my previous videos, but I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you a little more up close. So here it is. Purchased this at Academy. This is an Ozone brand bike. It is the Gira Terreno. This is actually a 27.5-inch bike. I had hoped for a 29er because I have ridden one before and they're pretty nice with the bigger wheel, but 27.5 was the best I could get. What kind of really sold me on it, even though it's a 27.5, is right here. Held on with the 4 bolts here up front. Forgive my not knowing what it's called right off the top of my head, but the 29er they had only had 1 bolt, just a single bolt holding it all together up there, so I was not sold with that. This is a 24-speed bike. It's got a 3x derailleur in the front, which surprisingly is the front derailleur is a Shimano 20. The rear derailleur is a Shimano Acera, which kind of really surprised me, being an Acera. Being that everything pretty much on this bike is just about branded. Even the tires being Kenda tires, and they've been really good to me so far. They've taken quite a beating from the riding I've done. The fork is the Suntour XCT30. Gosh, off the top of my head, I cannot remember the travel that it had in there. I don't think it was too much. I'll try and put it up on the screen, how many millimeters of travel it gives you. Unfortunately, it does not have a lockout, a fork lockout. I wish it had. That was going to be a big selling point to me for a new mountain bike. But being that this is pretty cheap, I just went with what they had. So it's preload. The only way I get around it is I go the positive, you know, just if you're a heavy rider, and I consider myself a heavy rider, you want to add more. So I have it all the way up, and that way the fork doesn't really go down a whole lot. So it's not fully locked out, but I've got it pretty stiff. For my riding needs, it works pretty well. The seat is actually pretty comfortable. I've done, I mean, you've seen my rides, not very long, but long enough to be in the saddle. And it's fairly comfortable. I wouldn't mind something else, but I mean, that's all things in due time. I'm in no rush for it. The mods that I've done to it so far hasn't been a whole lot. They've been pretty minor. I have a light mount up here, this mount, so that way one of my older headlights can go on there. I put yellow valve caps on it just to kind of, you know, go with the color scheme of the bike, although the yellow of course is a little different, but still. Oh yes, one more thing, I'm sorry, you do have a Tektro disc brakes. These are just mechanical disc brakes. So far they've been really good, great stopping power. I'm really impressed with them, so I like them a lot. The tires, like I said, they are Kenda, but they're only 27.5 by 2.10, and I kind of want to upgrade that a little bit. I would maybe like to go up to 2.4 or 2.5. There's another YouTuber who went to 2.6, but he did tell me that there's a bit of rubbing on the frame, so I think I'll avoid 2.6 for now. It did not come with a water bottle cage. I had to add that on myself. Ordered this off of Amazon, and surprisingly the color matches with the the paint scheme on the bike. It matches perfectly. I was really surprised. This is an old water bottle I have here. It's always been with me. So I also added on the quad lock up here on the stem. That way I can put my phone, attach it to there. And gosh, I think that's about it. That's the only mods I've done to it. You might have noticed though some stickers. I am kind of stickering it a little bit just for places that I've been to. The first one here is Garner State Park. I've actually not ridden this there, but I have been to the state park twice already, actually 3 times. Really nice place. If you haven't been there, I definitely recommend it. This is my Initial D sticker, simply because I get a lot of my work done at Bike World. I'll go ahead and rep their sticker on my bike. Texas, because of course we're in Texas. And then just a little reminder myself, I found it this past weekend, but I really like what it said. This sticker spoke to me of you don't always need a plan, just go. And that's definitely the truth. Something in the future I have is probably get a new cap here, just for giggles. So this bike rides really well. It was less than $400. I was almost going to get a Trek Marlin 6. In fact, I did have my pre-order in for a 2022 Trek Marlin 6. And I canceled the order as soon as I purchased this bike. And the reason being is because I'm not sure how much mountain bike riding I'm actually going to do. So I did not really want to spend a whole lot of money on a bike that might not get ridden very much. So therefore, I get a really decent bike, save some money. It's not too expensive. I can do my riding. If I find that I really enjoy it and I find myself doing it a lot often, then I'll graduate up to a better bike. So, okay guys, any questions you might have, please drop them down in the comments and I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. But that has been my overview of the Ozone Gira Terreno. Alright, thank you very much. I'll see you all in the next video.